Hello, 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 Dirty Trucking, Dirty Trucking. Well, here we go again with the Uber bullshit. Yesterday I told you I had end up being in contact with someone they said was a hacker. I got disconnected from this guy. This guy sent a message through the Uber app saying to contact the writer after he lured me to a house in Grosse Pointe, Michigan. I sat there and the message came up saying to contact the writer. When I called the writer through the app, this guy gets on the phone claiming he's Uber support, that he needs to verify me, that there has been a complaint that I showed up as a man when when the app showed a woman. And I said, this is a lie. I said, then he tells me this is not a real trip. We just need to verify you. So still not knowing this is not a Uber support guy. This is some fucking hacker. This guy makes me cancel the trip. Tells me I need to log off my app. I need to go offline. I need to go offline on the app. Not take any trips. So while I've done that, he calls the phone to verify the phone. Then he tells me about the car. This guy knew the make of the car, the color of the car, and the license plates of the car. Now, this is a hacker. This is before me knowing this is a hacker. He even knew this is a rental car. It was a rental car. He even mentioned this is a rental car, right? This is a hacker on Uber's platform that booked a ride for somebody to be picked up in Grosse Pointe, lured me to that house, and there was nobody being picked up, to send me a message to call this hacker saying I needed to be verified. This is not the first time that I've been bothered with a message about somebody complaining I don't match the description on the account. Either somebody else is riding around here in a motherfucking car using my phone number with a man's face in the same car, which is highly unbelievable, or somebody's lying here. I got disconnected from the guy after he got to the part where he wanted to see, he tells me I qualify for some $200 something based off the trips or something he was saying, a bonus or something. And he needed to verify what's in my Uber wallet. You know, that's where your earnings are, what you earn for the day. He wanted me to tell him the amount. I ain't have nothing in there because I started my trip. All I had was like $14 and some change. Then the call got disconnected. When he tried to verify my phone number, he rang the phone. Then I ended up ending the call because I knew it was him. Then I ended up disconnected from him. So I called his phone number back, got him on the phone. He's moving forward with his little skit. That's when he asked me, I had to end up taking another trip. So he told me I had to cancel that trip. I can't be on their trip while I'm being verified. So I ended up canceling the second trip. Now, the first trip was his bogus trip. A trip to lure me to sit in front of a house in Grosse Pointe, Michigan. The app didn't have an address of the house. All they had was the street, Bedford Lane. This is the first time the app never had the house address. It just had the street, which was strange. So and then it said, call the writer after I'd been sitting there. And I ended up in contact with this motherfucker. Now, after I got disconnected from him from the second time, now I done called Uber support to try to get in contact with this guy, telling me, he told me I needed to be verified. And as soon as I said that, she went in to tell me, no, this is a hacker. Do not contact this guy. Don't talk to the guy. Don't answer the phone when he calls. I didn't call him. I mean, he didn't call me. He booked a ride for me to go pick up and then contacted me through the app pretending that the writer needed me to contact him, which was only to get me to call who I thought was the writer, but it was really this guy, the hacker. So she tells me they were going to do something that's going to take effect on my account on for a few minutes. Don't contact him, that he's been contacting other drivers. He's been trying to access their banking information. My son told me the same thing happened to him. Somebody called him, was asking him for code numbers and stuff, and stole $300 and something out of his Uber account. So he said that was a while ago this happened. So this has been going on for a while, and Uber hasn't notified anybody that there's somebody out there doing that. How was I supposed to know this guy wasn't Uber support? He said contact the rider. So to contact the rider is linked to the app. You just push the little phone icon. It's supposed to call the rider if the phone number is valid or working. But some of them don't be working. But this one end up rerouting to somebody saying this was Uber support. Uber support don't do that. They don't send no messages telling me pretending to call the rider. You're going to send a message to call the rider to trick me into calling to get Uber support on the phone. They don't do that shit. Or do they? At this point, I think this is all Uber doing this. I think this is a worker at Uber. And I think it's been a worker at Uber. So now, after I tell the Uber support, the guy clicks in. He calls the phone again while I'm on the phone with Uber. I say hello. I end up putting her on hold. I said hello. Yes, I was on the phone with Uber trying to get back in touch with you when we got disconnected. He didn't say nothing. I didn't even hear him hang up the phone. He probably was still listening to the conversation. He didn't say anything. But when I clicked over back to the Uber support, that clicked him off. I told her that was him just now trying to call in. I said, but he didn't say anything because I mentioned I was on the phone with Uber. She said, because he knows he's busted. That's when she went to telling me this is a hacker and all blah, blah, this, blah, blah, that. Okay, this is not supposed to be affecting my account. Now, after getting off the phone with her, I done selected the other ride. I'm on my way down to Van Dyke Street to pick up a rider. Why the app goes off just 2 houses before I pull up to the rider? I was right on the street of the rider and the app went off. And I haven't been able to log back on since. I've been in constant email communication, text message communications through their support because the app saying login denied. They sending me messages saying my account is still active. You should be able to log in. Then resolve the conversation like I'm able to log in. This has been going on over 12 hours since yesterday. I'm not able to log in. Then they sent a message saying that your account was flagged in error. We've taken the necessary steps to remove the restrictions. I still can't log in. This supposed to affected my driver's app. I'm locked out of my driver's app and the Uber riders app. This is affected across the board. Why would it affect me logging in my rider's app? The problem happened during the driver's app. And I shouldn't be locked out of it, period. So then they come up with all these stories. Somebody in under investigation. It was on temporary hold, but we see you was flagged in error and we've removed the restrictions. Now, this has been going on since last night. I'm not able to log into my account. I'm contacted Uber again. Now they're telling me this got to be passed on to somebody else in chat. It's going to take another 6 to 12 hours for them to respond. So what they're doing at this point is sitting me around, interfering with me making money. This is how I was late with my rent before. And this time, Uber's going to have to go to court. I need to go down to small claims court and file a court case and total up the amount that I want from them for doing this shit. Because they did it deliberately. They're not responding immediately. And then when they do respond, they tell me I'm able to log on. If I was able to log on, I wouldn't keep sending these messages. Now, I just got in contact with them through the chat. Finally figured out how to get over to the chat while I'm locked out of my account. He tells me that the account was on hold for investigation. I'm not being investigated. The account wasn't on hold. They said they reset the password due to suspicious activity and sent me a link to reset my password. I reset the password twice. I'm still not able to log in. And I'm wondering, why does this issue with the driver app have to do with my rider app? I can't even log in my rider app. So this is where I'm at now. I didn't work. Yes, I did 2 trips yesterday. Made, I think, $14 or $20. I'm not able to log into my account. And I get up this morning and the same problem is going on with Uber. And I'm sick of this goddamn shit. A hacker calls me, gets me to call him, pretending he is Uber. And now Uber telling me they flagged my account in error. That wasn't no motherfucking error. They flagged it deliberately like they always fucking do. Now I'm sitting up here, not working again, waiting on Uber to grant access to my account. Then they turned around and started talking about it was documents missing with the car. This is a rental car. All the documents, they're on file. So I called Hertz Rental Car. They said all your documents are uploaded with the car. And matter of fact, as far as the inspection of the rental car, the platform says it's not due to June 4th. But Hertz said because of the rental platform, they don't require them to upload an inspection because of the rental car program. Because it's a rental car. It's not my personal vehicle. It's a rental car. So I go on a platform and look to see what documents they talk about missing. There's no documents missing. Then I see a date of June 4th that the car is due for an inspection. Okay, it's not June 4th. So that wouldn't explain why me being locked out of my account. And they taking their own sweet time giving me access to my account. And I'm sitting up here not able to work again. This is day number 2. I need to take their ass to court because I'm getting sick of this shit. Somebody needs to do a massive lawsuit against this shit. Against the drivers being deactivated and locked out of their account over some fucking nonsense that they flagged, they claim it as an error, but you ain't fixed the shit. I got numerous messages telling me this is an error, that I should be able to log in, but I ain't. Then you turn around and try to cover it up and said it because it was missing documents, but ain't no documents missing, telling me to contact Hertz. I done contacted Hertz. Hertz pretty much said they lying. What the fuck going on here? This is their customer service reps that did this shit. This company, it needs to be a lawsuit. Because I'm tired of this shit. Somebody needs to do something about this shit. There needs to be a lawsuit about this goddamn shit. Because I'm fucking sick of sitting here, not being able to have access to my account because somebody doing prank calls or making false allegations. I'm sick of this goddamn shit. Somebody needs to sue Uber and get all the drivers that's been affected in on that lawsuit. Somebody needs to sue Uber for this shit.